Good evening, my friends. This is Angy Stewart from Mia Inner Light, and we are here live on Kardec Radio. We were having problems with our Facebook transmission before, but I think now we are working. I think here it's fine. So super happy to be here. Kardec Radio is a blessing to all of us, not just where you are physically located. I am in Miami, but wherever you are, you can listen to it. Not just on YouTube, but on Facebook, and even in the app on the phone. You can just download on your phone and you can listen and participate. And this is the best thing. So if you guys join this, please write something. I'm not on YouTube or Facebook. So if you are here, I don't know you are here. So just write something so I can see your name. I can say hello. And things get so much more exciting. Tonight, we are doing our study, The God at Home. And then we have our guests. We have a conversation. Then we actually do a God at Home, very short one. Then we have a very small meditation. It's a guided meditation just for us to relax our thoughts, calm down our crazy mind. And then we have the irradiation treatment. So immediately I invite you to run to the kitchen, pick up your water bottle because you will need it. Well, if you want, you can have your medication and it's free. So yes, everybody desperate to get the vaccination and you can have your free medication. Please do it. So my friends, I will bring our wonderful guests of tonight, and tonight we have a surprise. Woo-hoo! Let's go. So we have Claudia.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, you guys know Claudia. She's always here with us. She's a member of Mia Inner Light. And we have a great friend with us tonight. We have Paul. Paul lives in Connecticut, but he's actually a snowbird. So Paul right now is in Florida, not in Miami. But Paul, where are you right now?
We're in Bradenton right now, in the middle of a lightning storm, and we're in a blackout. So you're talking to the ghost of Paul.
So Paul is a brave trooper because we can see through his back window the lightning, and we can just imagine the noise because I can see the lights. It's almost like Paul has these special effects.
And,
Whoa, look at
that. And the dog under the desk scared stiff.
Oh my God. Wow. So this is a double thank you. Thank you double for you bracing the storm and doing it through your phone, not quitting. This is great. Thank you so much. So we will have to do it another time so people can actually see you, you know? Because right now it's just like the surprise Paul. Who is Paul? We don't know. This is awesome. So, hello, Yvonne. How are you? Hello, Matthew. Very nice to have you guys here. You're always here. Thank you so much. And we will do our gospel. So, as we always do, we dedicate a few minutes just to talk about the God at Home. So, if you guys are listening to it, if you do the God at Home, let me know. I know Yvonne said that she had recently started, so this is good, very good. Matthew, I don't know if you actually do the God at Home by yourself or if you are doing only with us. That would be great too, no worries. So you can never miss the Thursday because it is important. So every Thursday, God at Home, Mia Inner Light, that's it. But, so Paul, question for you, because we all ask this question to Claudia. She's here with us every week. Do you do the gospel at home, the God at Home?
I do it on Saturday mornings generally, and I do it by myself. because there's nobody else. My wife doesn't do it, so I do it. I will admit that I miss it occasionally, but I do it on Saturday morning, really early. I get
what is your really early?
Oh, I'm always up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Really early, huh?
I feel like I lose the day if I don't get up early.
My goodness, that's amazing. You see how people are different? 5 o'clock in the morning? Impossible. But 3 o'clock in the morning? I didn't even go to sleep yet, and you are waking up?
This is what happens to you when you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, is by your face shrinks. Nobody can see you by nighttime.
Well, waking up 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm sure at 9 p.m. you are already exhausted. 9 p.m. you're like, whew, I need to go to sleep. Although I'm going to wake up tomorrow again at 5 o'clock. So we we have different schedules. Claudia, you're going to say something, I cut you.
No, I was going to say that it's a very nice way to start the day. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Reading and doing a prayer, and so the rest of the day is just a blessed day.
This is true. Day. Let me see what Matthew said. Matthew said, only with you, but I have been meditating every day for 2 weeks. That's awesome. Very good, Matthew. You have been meditating. This is really, really good. And I'm glad you're doing the gospel with us. Yes, that's awesome. Let's keep doing. That's what is important. And Paul, how do you do your God at home? Because we all do it in a different way. Like, how long do you do? Which books do you study? How do you do it?
I do it a couple of different ways, actually. But I usually takes about a half hour. That's about all it is. And I have the gospel at home, and I go through the different chapters from that book. And I get a little candle, which I should have lit tonight because I didn't think about that.
Yeah, tonight you need it.
And then I do a little prayer to start, of course. And sometimes I do a little music. For my center, there's a wonderful man named Edu who got me listening to some music by a woman named Sissel from Norway, and some very, very beautiful music, which helps to meditate a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of do my own little discussion, I would say. There was a wonderful man from the center in Bridgeport who passed away last year, and I talked to him. So I don't know if he actually talks back to me all the time, but I always believe he's there. So that makes me feel good, and I do that, and then I say a closing prayer, and that's my half hour, but it makes me feel good.
Yeah, no, it is awesome when we do the God at home. It's so good, and it's good to have these discussions because we understand how others do it. Because there is not one set rules. There is a good understanding how we should do. So we should always initiate with a prayer. We should have like the books that we are going to read, but it's nothing really fixed. So this is great. I can't stop laughing with the lightning in the background. If you guys arrived here and you are wondering why Paul is so shy with the lights off, it's because there is a thunderstorm and there is no light in his neighborhood. So he's doing through the cell phone, and I'm glad you have a good battery. That's very.
Either a goat or a raccoon. I can't figure out which one.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Okay, so let's go to actually start doing it. So we always like to start with a short reading that Claudia does for us, and then I do the initial prayer, and then we do like we were doing together. So Matthew, feel free, Matthew, Yvonne, anyone that is looking at us right now, if you would like to participate, please write your name so I know that you are here. And just to let you know, we studying the God at Home, the Gospel at Home. Today will be chapter 15. So if you have the book, you can read from 1 to 4, and that's what we're going to be discussing. So you can put your comments, your questions. You actually can do the God at Home with us. Very good. So let's go, Claudia.
All right, we're going to start for the ones that come. If you are coming for the first time, we're reading The Happy Life. It's a very, it's a small book, but the content is very deep. Very short messages that is very nice. So today we're going to read the sixth one, which starts saying, when in doubt, choose the approach that is the least damaging to yourself and your neighbor. Avoid running the risk of seriously harming others. Act calmly and be assured that your action will have an impact on others according to its emotion and content.
That's exactly what you said, short and deep. So it's good for us to reflect on what I said. Beautiful. So my friends, let's calm down our thoughts. Let's close our eyes because all this brightness of the computer disturbs us to connect with the elevated spirits. And at this moment, we would like to ask Almighty God, our Master Jesus, all our guardian angels to approach us, connect with us, inspiring us to do this God at Home with all our friends, incarnated and discarnated, so we can together learn these beautiful lessons and improve ourselves. Please stay with us now and always. Thank you. So be it.
So be it.
Very good. So I will read a little bit, and then we can start discussing. So as I mentioned, the title is "Without Charity, There Is No Salvation," and we will be talking specifically about what is needed in order to be saved. The parable of the Good Samaritan. So the parable of the Good Samaritan is very famous. I think it's one of the most famous parables that Jesus taught. So I don't really need to go through it because everybody remembers the story that Jesus mentioned of a man that's traveling in the desert and he's attacked by robbers and they leave him on the floor in the middle of the road almost dying. And then three people they pass through. Three people pass through: a priest, a Pharisee, and the last one is the Samaritan. And then the message is because the two first ones, they passed and they looked and they went over, they continued their way, and they didn't do anything for this man that was almost dying. But then the Samaritan came and he saw the man on the floor. He took the man, put in his donkey, and he carried the man to the closest inn. That's like a little hotel, a little bed and breakfast. And he paid the man to help him, to try to make him better, to cure his hurting areas. And he gave money and said, when I come back, I will stop by, and if it was more expensive, I will pay the rest. So this is the story. And in that time, the Samaritans were not really well accepted by the Hebrews, because the Hebrews had many, how can I say, sections. Sections is not really a good name, but they were divided in many different types. You know, the Pharisees were the ones that they usually had a lot of knowledge. They were involved with the legal terms, with the the center of the synagogue. So they were like the fancy ones, the ones that had more knowledge. So there are many, and they used to have like little issues. But then that's why it's called the Good Samaritan, because in their understanding, most of the Samaritans were bad. But then Jesus is proving that's not true. That's why we cannot generalize something, because there is always difference. There is always exceptions to anything. So this is the idea. And then Kardec gives us all the steps for us to understand little by little the meaning. And that's what I would like to discuss with you. So if you guys are here, you want to ask questions, you want to make comments, please do it. We will be happy to have a conversation. So now, Claudia and Paul, what do you have to add?
I can go first. Claudia, do you want to go first?
No, go first.
That's okay. Well, well, of course, I think it's the most, when you told me I can do part of chapter 15, I was like super excited because it's my favorite. And why is it my favorite? Because I think it really does everything. It's like, if you have a chance to try and help people, this is the key to saying, I want to help people. So they're very clear that the two main virtues are humility and charity. And the purpose of humility is so that you're willing to give charity, so that you don't think that people are below you, not deserving of your help. And the charity itself, of course, is not just charity. It's not giving money. It's the love and the kindness, just being a good person as much as you can, and being vigilant to that. So in my mind, it's my favorite thing in the gospel. It's without charity, there is no salvation. I mean, everyone knows it. Everyone talks about it. And the last thing I want to say, and then I'll turn it over to Claudia, is it's not just about saying it. And that's the thing I always think about when I look at this. It's about doing it. So it's very clear, even when they talk to the lawyer, the Juris Doctor earlier, and he asks questions, and the answers he gives are great. And Jesus says, "Well, do good." He doesn't just say it's a nice answer. He says, "Do good." You've got to not just talk it; you've got to actually do it. And I love that.
Yes. Yeah. This is very good that you add, Paul, because this passage was a lawyer who asked Jesus.
Yes.
And he told this parable to open up his intelligent mind. Open up, answer me. Who do you think was the good person? And he said the Samaritan. Claudia.
No, what I was thinking is that to do something good for someone, it doesn't require too much. You just have to have the feeling and the good vibration, and you just share. It doesn't have to be money if you don't have the money. It doesn't have to be food if you are not in the situation of giving it. But if you stop to talk to someone, if you start, if you smile to someone, like when we were driving and we stop in a red light, and sometimes you find those homeless guys asking for money. I usually don't carry money with me, but just to smile to them, you see that you feel good, and I'm sure that they feel good.
Yeah.
And if you start doing those things, it's just an exercise, and you don't stop anymore.
Yeah.
And it's easy. It's so easy.
Yeah.
It is true, and that's exactly what you said. People connect charity with giving alms, with giving a little money, with giving something material. But sometimes we don't even need to do that. We don't even need to give money to be charitable. Sometimes the real charity is to say good morning to that person that does not like you. You know this person do anything to be avoiding you. But you go towards the person and you say, hi, good morning. Not like, good morning. Because that's not a good morning. That is like, defiant. No, good from your heart. Really like being nice. And it doesn't mean the other person is going to answer so many times. I'm walking on the street, especially now in COVID time. I'm walking, I see people like, hi, good morning. The person first look at me like, do I know her? And then they're like, oh, I don't know her. And then they stay like they don't know. They say good morning, they don't. So it's actually funny. Sometimes people are not used to that. And because of COVID, everybody is like more, like even more, like, don't talk to me. I don't know if you're sick or not. But it's the first step. And it doesn't matter if the person is not going to answer you. You are doing your part. So this is the good thing. This is the good
like
thing.
During this time, this pandemic time, it's a very nice time for you to exercise because you can call a friend. There are a lot of people at home by themselves. Just call them. Oh, hey, how are you? Just to listen to them. It's you're doing a great thing. Sometimes you don't know, but sometimes the person is by herself or by himself and just needs to talk.
It's
You
true.
know, and this is also charity.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
So one thing I do all the time, which I think is pretty weird, but I love doing it, is I get up and I run in the morning, and everyone's newspapers are out because the newspapers get thrown out on the street fairly early. So
Yeah.
I do this I do this when I'm back in Connecticut, and I do it here. Is I go with my dog and we're running, and I stop at everybody's driveway, and I take the paper that they threw at the bottom of the driveway and I fling it up to their door. And I know most of them won't care, but I know there's a couple of them who will say, wow, this is a great start to the day because my newspaper's waiting for me right there. And so I do it all the time. Sometimes a couple of people have noticed that I do it, and they'll say thank you, but I don't care if they say thank you or not. I know somebody says, wow, that's a great start to the day.
Yeah, no, it's true. And Paul, we all have to start. I remember many years ago, I used to, open the door to people, and people just pass, and they don't even say thank you. They just pass through. And I remember me. I remember saying, "You're welcome." So it was like, in that time, I needed to hear thank you. And many times they didn't answer, so I wanted to make sure they knew it. But nowadays, I'm so much better. I don't care. I just open, pass. Come on, you can all pass. Yeah, go through. I don't need it. So it's a step, it's step by step. Ooh, baby. Exercise music. So, and that's what happens when we become a little bit more evolved. We don't wait for a thank you. We don't do something because we want somebody else to do something back. We just do it. And there are so many charitable people. I'm just going to give two examples. One is like this week, one of my neighbors, his dog run away, and he put on next door is like a Facebook of the neighbor, and a lot of people went to the street searching for the dog, including me, trying to see where was the dog. We couldn't find it. Later on in the afternoon, somebody put a picture on next door, and it was his dog. But the dog was bleeding. So we were all like, oh my God. Long story short, the dog was hit by a car. The person ran away, and the poor dog had to be brought to the vet, broke both legs and the hips. And so it's like a big thing, big surgery, $1,300. So $13,000. So it's a lot of money. It's $13,000. And the owner made a GoFundMe, and in 3 days he got $12,000. I was just like, but this is fantastic because people connected, because we spent the whole day searching for the dog. Then someone found, the owner finally brought him to the vet. So everybody got together, donating little by little to reach to it. So this is wonderful. And my second story is that we are struggling with our nonprofit, and it's so difficult. We had zero money. Now we have 2,200 because of the great fundraising we did, but it's not enough for all the expenses. But Paul volunteered to help us. So any help,
we will help you.
it's a blessing. So it's
But that's a good way. But that's a way for me in a law practice to give something, as opposed to just having that be a business. This is an opportunity from my point of view, a big opportunity to help, to use my business to help instead of just doing my job. It's so much more fun. I enjoy it so much more.
I'm super happy with the fun you are going to have helping us. I'm happy.
Fun was the wrong word.
Yeah. So any help is welcome. We are super excited, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing. I always tell people say, "Oh, you are always positive. Life is not as good. There are so many horrible things." Yes, there are horrible things. But if we connect with the horrible thing, we end up getting depressed, and we end up lowering our vibration. So I'm not saying to live in La La Land, have no idea what's happening in life, but we should spend more time thinking about what is good than what is bad, because everybody's already connecting with what is bad. We all know we are in pandemic time. It's very difficult. A lot of people are unemployed. A lot of people are struggling to survive. A lot of people are living in total fear because of many things. They don't have medical insurance. They are afraid to get sick, and you never know how the virus can react. So there are all kinds of problems. So we can watch a little bit of TV to be aware of what's going on, but we should limit, even for our mind. And what we are doing tonight is awesome, because it's the time that we take to be together, to talk about positive things, to study the gospel, and then exercise calming our minds, to exercise this meditation, guided meditation, and then vibrate good things for us. That is, everything starts within us, and then sending these good vibrations to our family, our friends, our cranky neighbors or boss, whoever. This is also charity. So this is super important. So right before we go to the meditation, do you guys want to say anything else? Any extra message?
I just wanted to say that when you're telling us the story about the lost dog, I was thinking that you just have to think what you want for yourself. You just have to wish for your neighbor. Whatever you feel that you want for your own life. You don't want bad things for you. So don't wish just wish good things for your neighbor.
Yeah.
Your friends, and it's not that bad. It's not that difficult.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be.
It's true. Paul, any extra comments?
Yeah, very much along the lines that you were saying, Angie, that I think the more positive you are and the more you give off that vibration, the more opportunities you see to help others. And I truly think the more you help others, the happier you are. I mean, it goes without saying. So it works. I don't know why it works, but it definitely works.
Yes, it's true. It's true. There is there is a study in Connecticut. I'm gonna see the name of the university, but it's Doctor Stephen. I'm gonna remember his name. Dr. Stephen. My goodness, forgot. But he's from Connecticut, and he's the one who wrote the book, The Science of Happiness, and many other books.
Wow.
And he explains that the people that we are not happy buying things, because when we buy things we have a momentary happiness, the momentary excitement. Ooh, a new bag. Ooh. But that momentary thing is really quick. Soon it's not enough. But when we help somebody else, is an inner happiness. It's something that goes beyond the moment. It stays with us. And we that are spiritists, we understand about the vibration. We understand about the spirits that surround us. So when you do good for someone, the guardian angel, the spirits that love that person will be thankful to you. So it's good is good, you know. So it's great to be good. So this is really something really nice. So Yvonne wrote here, she said, the Good Samaritan is such a heartwarming story, reminding us of the goodness in people. Exactly, exactly, Yvonne. We all have this goodness, you know. Of course, that we have days that we are not so good, but we have days that we are good. And you know, sometimes you are not doing really good, and sometimes you have someone to tell you, like my son. Many times he comes to me, he said, "Mommy, today you are really cranky. What is the spiritist studies?" And I'm like, it's like a wake up call, and I'm like, my goodness, it's true. It's true. You can't allow the stress of a work or whatever to take over. So wake up and pray, and then you connect with goodness again. That's important. Very good, my friends. So we are going to go now to our meditation portion. So it's very short. It's only like 7 minutes. And I would invite all of you to calm down. If you have your wallet, please put it there. If you are doing the spiritual treatment with us, please remember, if you could go to a bed, relax, and then if you fall asleep during the irradiation, that's good too. So let's go. And so for now, Paul and Claudia, we are gonna close in a few minutes, but we come back in the end to say goodnight to everybody. So thank you so much, guys. So Claudia, your turn.
All right, so let's close our eyes and let's try to relax. If we are sitting on a chair or if we are in a bed, just let's relax. Let's take a deep breath. A deep breath. Let's inhale and let's exhale really slowly. Let's try it again. Inhale and exhale. Let's release all the thoughts, all the problems that we had during the day. Let's leave them. We don't need them now. We don't need the bad vibrations. We just need to connect now with our spiritual friends. And let's think about what we learned here today. And with this relaxing moment, we're gonna ask our friends, our guardian angels to protect us and calming our hearts. Let's say to Jesus, our friend, our master, that we are very happy to be here tonight. Master, we're so happy. We are glad to be here among friends, sharing all the feelings that we have inside, and learning new things and sharing experiences with our friends. We are very, very blessed to be here tonight. And we ask you to continue with us, to bless our homes, to bless our families. And please don't give up on us. We know that we are a little stubborn sometimes, but we need your help. We need your assistance to continue improving. That's what we're doing here tonight, learning, getting experience, and getting more knowledge. So thank you so much for this first part of our study, and continue with us in this next portion of our meeting tonight. Thank you so much, and so be it.
Meditation for healing. This meditation may be performed alone or in small and large groups. It's intended to raise a field of energy referred to as the current, and the energy of the current is conducive to both healing and spiritual work. Please sit comfortably in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes and keep them closed during this entire meditation. Place your hands on top of your thighs with palms facing upward. Please do not cross your arms or legs, as I would like you to remain open to both giving and receiving energy. Let's begin by taking 3 deep cleansing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and hold. And breathe out through your mouth. Again. Breathe in through your nose and hold. And breathe out through your mouth. And once more, breathe in through your nose and hold. And breathe out through your mouth. As you take your next breath, I want you to imagine that you are breathing in a brilliant white divine light through the top of your head. It's as if the light of God is entering through the top of your head and filling your upper body. Now, through your mind's eye, let's travel back in time to the beginning of creation and connect with the first thought of our beloved God, infinite intelligence. As you connect with the energy of our Creator, you feel a sense of serenity, peace, and love. Everything is okay, as God provides us with protection. There is a spark of God's energy embedded in each of our souls that connects us to the current and to each other. As we maintain this precious connection with the divine, let's turn our attention towards our physical body and Mother Earth. Since all of the elements that make up our body come from Mother Earth, it makes sense that the energy from our planet forms an integral part of this healing current. So now, let's journey to the center of our planet, into the fire generated by the molten iron that forms the core of our planet. The energy that comes from this enormous heat inside the Earth is so great that it's easy to imagine it traveling up through the crust of the Earth, through the ground, and into your feet. As you continue to breathe deeply, I want you to imagine that you are connecting with this energy from the Earth as it comes up through the floor and into the bottoms of your feet. Let the energy travel through your ankles, your shins, your knees, calves, and thighs until it settles in the area of the groin, also known as the base or root chakra. It's been said that the base chakra energy can bring prosperity and give one a sense of power. In our case, let this energy give us the power to heal. With every breath, the energy in the lower region of your body begins to grow. Let this energy come up the back of your spine until it meets with the divine energy in your upper body. At the moment these two energies meet, you have an excess amount of healing energy. Energy that is a combination of divine cosmic energy, your own vital energy, and the energy from Mother Earth and nature. Now, let's use this energy to raise our healing current. As you take your next deep breath, I want you to concentrate on your left palm. Imagine that energy is beginning to collect on your left palm. Notice your palm may begin to feel heavy, and it may tingle and feel warm or cold. As you continue to breathe profoundly, I want you to imagine that a brilliant ball of white light is beginning to form on your left palm. With every breath, it grows brighter and begins to take on weight. Let your fingers curl upwards a little as you are now holding a ball of brilliant white light around the size of a small grapefruit. Concentrate and feel the sensation of the ball of white light on your left palm. Only some of us can see energy and the human aura, but many of us can feel energy, and this sensation proves that healing energy is real. As the energy continues to grow on your left hand, I want you to now concentrate on your right hand. As you take your next deep breath, feel the energy that is beginning to collect on your right palm. As you breathe in, imagine that a brilliant ball of white light is beginning to form on your right palm. With every breath, it grows larger and more brilliant. In this moment, you are holding two brilliant balls of white light. Feel the energy. Continue to breathe and concentrate so the balls of white light grow and fill the palms of your hands. As you continue to hold the balls of white light, I now want you to concentrate on the area in front of your heart, the heart chakra. As you breathe and concentrate, a beautiful multicolored divine energy begins to accumulate in your heart chakra. With every breath, this divine multicolored light grows larger and more beautiful, and begins to turn into a divine rainbow of light in the shape of a small ball. You are now holding 3 balls of divine light, 1 in each hand and 1 near your heart. Notice that the balls of light each delineate the corner of a triangle, a symbol with great spiritual significance among different cultures and spiritual traditions. As you continue to breathe and concentrate, the balls of light grow larger until they form one huge, brilliant ball of multicolored divine light. Hold this ball of light in both of your hands and offer it to the spirits for healing and spiritual work as directed by God. It's been said from above that many times our healing comes from our gifts and service to others. Let your gift of light and prayers contribute to this healing field of energy known as the current. In the name of God, in the names of the good spirits, let us incorporate the divine light. And so be it.
And now, surrounded by this beautiful light, still feeling this bright energy surrounding us, this beautiful light, we want to share this special moment with all our friends, our family members, the people that really need it even more than ourselves. As we were talking before, this is also a moment of charity. At this moment, we are all feeling so blessed. We received so much, and we want to share with others. So at this moment, we are creating this chain of love and light. And this chain is leaving from my home, going straight to the home of Claudia, penetrating her ambience, surrounding her physical body, connecting with her, getting her loving light, and continuing this trip, going straight to the house of Paul, surrounding him, connecting with his energy, his light, and traveling to your home. At this moment, you feel this vibration, this energy getting stronger, penetrating your home, surrounding your body. You can feel a sensation of warmth or maybe of cold, depending. And this vibration starts going to all the houses of all our friends that are listening to us at this moment. Going from one house to the other. Continue this chain of love and light. And now that this chain is getting stronger, is getting larger, we will be silent for brief moments, so we all can quickly visualize all the people that we love, all the people that we want to feel this goodness, all the people that might need healing, maybe because of a physical disease, or maybe because of a mental one, maybe a depression, maybe a case of a lot of stress or anxiety, so many issues, maybe physical ones, surgeries, many problems happen in this beautiful planet. And at this moment, we want to help all the people that we know and the ones that we don't know also. So at this moment, let's do this visualization of the people we want to receive this vibration. Just a brief moment of silence. And now that we visualize all the people that we care so much and we want they to receive this healing energy, the chain of love is traveling through their homes, through their physical bodies, returning, coming back, passing through all of us and reaching to my home, closing the circle, closing this beautiful chain of love, light, energy, positive vibrations. And now we are all together vibrating love, good health, positiveness. We would like to ask the enlightened spirits, the spiritual doctors and nurses that are here with us, to be able to help them, to heal all the people that are sick, giving a little bit of our loving energy, helping this treatment. Also, our friends who tonight are doing the spiritual treatment in their homes, so they can be visited by the doctors and nurses. They can continue their treatment tonight when they are at sleep. And we want to irradiate also to the people that we don't know, to all the people in the hospitals that are sick, not just with COVID, but with so many other diseases. To all the people in the nursing homes that are so lonely. For over a year, they couldn't see their family members, their friends. Please, God, help them. Give them this extra boost of loving energy so they can feel better. To all the men and women in prisons who committed mistakes, give them this vibration, help them to understand they made a mistake, but that they can improve, they can go in the right path. Help all the children that have no mothers and fathers, and the spirits are the ones that care for them until they find a family to be able to grow and to love them. We also ask for all the countries that go through so many problems, hunger, diseases, war. Please, Master Jesus, protect them, guard them, help all of us that go through so many difficulties in this beautiful blue planet that we love so much. And thank you so much for the opportunity to be reincarnated, grow into adversities, but learning, improving ourselves, learning how to respect each other, deal with our differences, and most of all, love each other. And now that we are feeling so good, We know our medication was deposited in our bottles. Our water is not more just a simple water, but it's a medication that will be healing our wounds, physically and spiritually speaking. We want to extend our thank you, our gratitude for another blessings, so many blessings received, especially at this moment. Thank you so much, and continue helping us to come back again and again so we can continue improving ourselves and donating this loving energy to the people that we care so much, starting with ourselves. Thank you, and so be it. Hello, Claudia.
Hello.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, my friends, for being here with us. This is a different meditation. This is a meditation for healing. It's very powerful. And if you have never done, I hope you felt the same things I felt. I felt my fingers tingling, and I really felt like I had balls of energy on my hands. And when we connect, when we donate ourselves to focus, we really feel the difference. So I hope you all had the opportunity to feel a little bit better. And if you are doing the spiritual treatment with us, I know some people are. So try not to use your cell phone, TV. Try just to relax, read a book, and if you can fall asleep, that will be a blessing, because your spiritual treatment will really happen when you are asleep. To all of you, thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Have great dreams. Thank you so much, Claudia. It's
Thank you, Angie.
great as usual. And God bless you all. I hope to see you soon.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night, everybody. See you soon.
Good night.